Welcome to AI Today, your daily intelligence briefing. Our analysis of today's data indicates a major shift in the global AI landscape. So let's dive right in. Here's our agenda for today's briefing. We're going to cover the strategic developments across the corporate, geopolitical, and innovation fronts. The main theme we're seeing today is crystal clear. The era of speculative AI development is over. The focus has decisively shifted to profitability, resource control, and real-world application. And this assessment from today's intelligence briefing, it just perfectly captures the transition. The era of just building bigger and bigger models is giving way to a new, much more intense phase. Okay, let's move to our first segment and see how this is building. Right now, the major AI labs are under immense pressure to generate returns on these massive capital investments. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the scale. Just look at that number, $1 trillion. That illustrates the immense financial pressure that's driving this need for a clear path to profitability at the leading AI labs. And this move right here, this signals a definitive pivot from a research-focused organization to a commercially driven enterprise. It means prioritizing immediate revenue from the products they already have. And this slide brilliantly illustrates the two primary strategies for monetization we're seeing. On one hand, you have deep enterprise integration focused on quantifiable results. On the other, you've got these strategic partnerships designed to secure access to large regulated markets. You know, the race for profit is directly linked to the physical world. The next front in the AI competition isn't just about software, it's a resource war for hardware. So the crucial point here is this staggering commitment. It completely recenters the global AI competition on physical fabrication capacity and on national sovereignty over the entire supply chain. And if you break down the investment, it reveals a highly targeted strategy. They're trying to dominate every single critical component of the AI hardware stack, from the chips themselves to advanced memory. This kind of framing by government officials, it really underscores the geopolitical urgency. It highlights the perception that control over AI hardware is now an existential economic priority. Now let's look at how AI is moving beyond our screens and into the most complex and regulated parts of our physical world. In healthcare, A to Z Radiology's newly FDA-cleared unified triage tool, it really showcases AI's growing diagnostic power. We're moving from single-task analysis to comprehensive assessment. And this regulatory milestone is a big deal. It signals a growing trust in more sophisticated AI that can handle complex, multifaceted diagnostic challenges. At the same time, AI is also being deployed to manage one of the most complex physical processes on Earth, controlling the plasma inside a fusion reactor. It's pretty incredible. And this marks a strategic pivot for companies like Google DeepMind. They're creating immediate, high-value revenue streams by becoming essential service providers to capital-intensive scientific frontiers. So, what do all these converging developments really mean for the future of AI? Well, if we synthesize today's data, 4 clear trends emerge that are really going to define the next phase of AI development and deployment. So the ultimate winners won't necessarily be those with the largest model, but those who can most effectively execute on these new commercial and geopolitical realities. And that leaves us with a final question to consider as this new era unfolds, something to think about. This concludes your AI Today briefing.